Hey dudes, CI here. So I'm going to make a whole video at some point soon regarding my radio show, but for now I'm just going to put a link down in the doobly-doo. Yesterday Lacey wanted us to tell her about some of our current favorite songs. Well, that's this coming weekend's radio show. So maybe check out the link at some point soon, because this weekend I'm going to be playing my favorite musical discoveries of 2015. It'll be a review of the past year, and there is where you will get all my current favorites. Hey, speaking of 2015, it's the new year. Let's do a rundown. Alright, looking at my archive of old videos, I can see that I started the year with for some strange reason, I did a video about legal marijuana. I don't know why, but that's what I did. Oh, I did an entire video about what I consider to be good rap music. That was interesting. That is about the point, somewhere in January, I was thinking about getting a new radio show when it finally happened. I got a spot at KPSU, and that's been going on since then. Awesome. In the spring, I can see I did an entire video about my Motion City soundtrack concert. That was a good show. Ooh, and then I can see that in March I was sick. I remember that. I was sick for like 2 months. I know that sounds like an exaggeration, but I swear I remember it as being for 2 months. I also remember going to a concert during that time. It was Bayside, and I was pissed off because I was so sick I didn't feel like going into the pit. You know, I normally like to go to concerts and be down in the mosh pit, but I was too sick for it. I remember that well, my disappointment with that. 2 months of being sick. God almighty. Awful. Ooh, look what else was in April. Star Wars trailer. Ooh, I remember that. I talked about the Black Stormtrooper, trying to figure out who he was, what his story was. I was really excited by him. Now the movie is out, of course. I realized that some of my suggestions, some of my ideas may have been right on target. So, good for me. Alright, what else did I talk about this year? Well, there was a week of talking about the paleo diet. I did a book tag. Ooh, I reviewed a book. Lexicon. I loved that book. It was so good. There was a paintball week. And then there was my week where I talked about Dead Sarah. I went to that concert. That was freaking awesome. I did a video about lesbians? It says here that I did a video about lesbians. What the hell was that about? Really? Yeah, okay, whatever. Oh, I bet that was related to the book I'm working on. Yeah, because there's a lesbian in it. Okay, cool. Did a video about VidCon and rampaging fans. That was fun. That one was long, too, as I recall. Here in August, I did Songs That Matter. I've done 2 of those now. It's about time for me to do another song that matters. The first one was by the band Ash. The next one was by Sam Roberts, Taj Mahal. Here I'm doing a video where I read from my book. Remember I was doing that public reading and I was just sort of getting ready for it, practicing on you? That was cool. Oh, in October I had my tooth worked on and the damn thing hurt like hell. I did an entire video on how much it hurt. That sucked. I'm not joking, folks. It's been like 2 months, almost 3 months now, and the thing is still not perfect. I'm never going to that dentist again. Fuck that dude. Oh, I'm looking at October now, and I can see that we've entered the nose period of the year. This is probably the biggest part of my whole year, maybe, was getting my nose worked on. For those of you who are new, my nose was broken and it was all bent and crooked, and so I had the whole thing fixed and straightened, and it was horrible, and I had black eyes and a swollen schnoz, and I was a mess for like 3 or 4 weeks. But it's all better now. That was fun. Oh, here in November, we're recruiting people. Oh, look at December. I can see what happened in December. The Timbers! Oh, the Timbers, the lovable sad sacks. They finally win it all. Okay, I reviewed Whiplash the movie. I did Santa's Beard, and that brings us to this week. So that was the whole year. That was the year in review. It's kind of nice having this archive where I can just look at the names of each video and try to remember what I did. That's my year, right there. I got my nose fixed. Timbers won the championship. I went to some concerts. Good year on the whole. A good year. And I have to say, I think the addition of all these new people, Zoa, Alice, Marcus, I think that the addition of them right here at the end of the year has been one of the highlights of the year. And I think it's going to make 2016 a great year, having the 3 newbies. Great to have you on board, guys. Totally mean it. Looking forward to it. Alright, guys, like I said, this coming weekend is the best of radio show, so you'll get to hear all my favorite songs there. If you don't listen live, no problem. There is a podcast, and I'll post a link to it. Alright, dudes. I'll see you next week. Bye.